I have an update. Sydney, Hannah's sister, posted to the Help Us Find Hannah group and asked that we share the latest timeline. As per the family, on Tuesday, November the 12th, it's been confirmed that Hannah was seen at the Greyhound terminal at Union Station, again on November the 12th, 2024, at approximately 6:30 a.m. They state that no one else was seen within the camera frame near her, but they also cannot rule out that whether or not she was with any other person or people, because they may have been distancing themselves due to surveillance. So the family asks again to please be patient and to continue searching to get the word out. And she expressed her deepest gratitude, or their deepest gratitude during the time. I went ahead and I looked up Union Station, the Greyhound Station at Union Station in LA, and basically you can get anywhere in the country as well as other places in LA. Is it likely that she's took a Greyhound bus to another location in LA? No, I don't think so. So she could basically be anywhere. So that's why the family wants this out. And please share the video. So if you've seen Hannah, I'm going to keep rolling her pictures throughout the video here. And I'm going to read through the timeline once more. But I went ahead and I pulled up Union Station, and I mean, the major cities that come up are Atlanta, Boston, Houston, DC, Toronto. So I'm not saying that she is in this location, but I can't remember how many videos ago I was doing a channel, like I meditated on Hannah. I saw the guy with the red that I thought was like a bandana or a do-rag or something, and it ended up the next day I found the picture of the DJ in LA with the red hair. So I don't, and then in that video I said something about Salt Lake and Texas. So I'm not saying that she's in that location or either of those locations, but it could have something, maybe, I don't know. If you know anybody, I would say that we know she likes the redwoods, right? She has an affinity for the redwoods. This is not just localized anymore. I didn't think it was, to be honest with you. So just please share the video or any information about Hannah. And let me read through the family's complete timeline at this point. Now, this is as of November the 29th. Recording this at 9:15-ish p.m. Updated timeline. Hannah's timeline per our family directly. Friday, November the 8th, 9:53 p.m. She landed at LAX. Missed her connecting flight, which left at 11 p.m. Stayed overnight at LAX. Saturday, November the 9th, from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. she was seen at the Grove, specifically at Toshin Books, charging her phone. Photo was taken by Hannah and sent to Aunt at 2:43 p.m. from the bookstore. In the evening of Saturday, November the 9th, she was spotted back at LAX. Sunday, November the 10th, 3:40 p.m., she was seen at the Grove again, captured on video outside of a LeBron James event. Evening, believed to have returned to LAX. Monday, November the 11th, 5 p.m., spotted talking to a ticketing agent at LAX. Hannah boards LAX Metro C line at Aviation Century Station at 9:04 p.m. She transferred trains at the Rosa Parks Station, and it's confirmed that she was occupied by an unknown, it's confirmed that she was accompanied by an unknown individual for the duration of her time on the Metro. 10:03 p.m. Seen in video footage departing the Metro Pico Station with unknown individual. And then on November the 12th is the latest update that we have here. It has been confirmed that Hannah was seen at the Greyhound terminal at Union Station on 11/12/2024 at approximately 6:30 a.m., but no one else was seen within the camera frame near her. We also cannot rule out that if in fact she was with another individual or individuals, they may have been distancing themselves from surveillance. Please be patient with us as we are all still working effortlessly or tirelessly to continue the search for Hannah. We show our deepest gratitude through this time. We will not stop until we find her. I don't know. I don't think any of you guys on my channel are bothering the family, but like, let's leave them alone. I can't even imagine what they're going through. And apparently people are like really asking questions like, can we have updates? And I mean, clearly Sydney is giving us all the information that she can when she can. The LAPD is only giving them probably very limited information, and then of that they're allowed to give us. So we don't know when the LAPD found out about this, and because they're probably already much further ahead in their investigation, or at least I'm hoping so. Further, one of you, I can't remember, I'm so sorry, left me a comment about, I think it was Veda, but you gave me the link. I just want to clear up a couple of things, okay? There's been a lot of this voluntary missing talk. It's been on my comment section, and I've heard other people talking about it, and I think it's a misconception. What the LAPD is saying is that she intentionally missed her flight, not that she voluntarily missed her flight.
We also have a missing person case that has gotten a lot of attention locally and nationally. On Friday, November 8th, 23-year-old Hannah Kobayashi missed her connecting flight from LAX to New York, which the investigation determined was intentional. Over the next few days, she maintained contact with her family and was active on Instagram. However, the family last heard from Hannah on November 11th. After receiving concerning text messages and losing further contact, her family traveled to LA on November 13th and filed a missing person report. On November 15th, our missing persons unit assumed investigative responsibility. Detectives have been diligently reviewing video surveillance and employing various investigative techniques to locate Hannah, while her family has continued their personal search efforts. Tragically, on November 24th, during the search for his daughter, Hannah's father, Ryan Kobayashi, was found deceased. Preliminary findings indicate his death was by suicide. Our hearts go out to the Kobayashi family during this unimaginable time of grief. We remain fully committed to locating Hannah and supporting the family as they navigate their way through this tragedy.
There's a difference. The LAPD, from the best that I can discern and figure out, do not investigate voluntary missing people. Meaning, once somebody has been determined to be voluntarily missing from their family, meaning they don't want to be in touch with them anymore, they want to be gone, there's no reason to believe that somebody has been exploited or coerced in some way, they stop investigating. It is no longer an active case. That is not the case for Hannah. They said she intentionally missed her flights. That is not the same as voluntarily missing her flights. I just want to reiterate that it's very important that we think about, and I know that this is a huge story, the energy that we put into a certain situation really matters, okay? And so when we're talking about this, it's good to be as accurate as possible, with also keeping the family in mind, because they are watching these videos, I'm sure. Okay, so let's just remember that they could be reading your comment. They could be, and I might say things about exploitation and coercion and things like this. I do feel like it's necessary to have that kind of conversation. However, we could be respectful, okay? Let's just get the information out. Share this video, please. Anyone, like any big city, I would say EDM scenes, spiritual scenes. If you know anyone who is traveling from LA on a bus, send this video. Say if you were on a Greyhound bus on Tuesday, November the 12th in the morning from LA, please watch this video. Anything like that. Tag it like Greyhound travel, November the 12th. Things like that. I'm going to ask all of you, make sure that your bell notifications are on. Say a prayer. Your best intention that Hannah will be guided back home, or her whereabouts will be made clear. if it is intentional and she doesn't want to come home, that at least that comes out and the family gets some peace and Hannah can move on with her life. Whatever the best outcome is, right? I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I wanted to say. I'm gonna play this video of Sydney say anything because like I'm not really the only reason I'm making the Hannah videos is because I've been called to. Like I don't have any intention of like doing like investigative work on YouTube or anything like that. You know, so I don't want to step on the community's toes or anything like that. I just think that like I've seen a few videos of people reaching out to people in Hannah's lives, and I don't know how appropriate that is. Leave these people alone. They've been through enough. I get it, like you're trying to help, but there's a point where it's like it's kind of rude and disruptive, you know? It's like disrespectful. You know, I think what JLR is fine, right? He did an interview with somebody who agreed to do it, and he was, you know, getting harassed by TikTok. Understandably so, because people want answers, but also we have to respect people's boundaries, right? It's about Hannah. It's about Hannah. And especially if it's somebody related to Hannah in her life, you know, her dad is now gone. Like, these people have been through so much. Let's, like Sydney said, give them a little grace, please. And just give them privacy. Let's not nudge them. What we can do is focus our intentions and all of our energy into finding her, right? And praying and meditating for her safe return to her family and or that her intention is known. Okay? So one more time. Hannah is now confirmed to have been seen on November the 12th at the Greyhound Station, Union Station in LA. This was at 6:30 a.m. They didn't see anybody with her, but that doesn't mean that somebody wasn't. And at that point, they probably were, you know, smart enough to, you know, separate from each other, especially if this is a situation that is not voluntary. Okay? Let me know what you have to say in the comments. I'm sorry for the lack of energy. It's late, but I really did want to get this message out to you guys. So please share it and let's find Hannah.
That you just give our family some grace. We had not even 2 hours to grieve the loss of my father because this story has gone nationwide. And I just ask that you guys continue to help us search for my sister, and also just be kind because we all have families. So just imagine if it was your loved one and just put yourself in our shoes. Yeah. But all we can ask is that we keep my father's legacy alive because he literally fought until his very last breath. And he did it, like I said, as any loving father or parent, mother would have done for their own child.